Hi students, welcome to today's lesson. This is Science with Miss Maku, and in today's lesson we are going to be learning about the mechanisms of photosynthesis. So from birth, you guys were taught that photosynthesis is a process whereby plants make their own food using light. So I want you to take note that this is the chemical equation for photosynthesis. So in a chemical equation, you guys were taught that everything that is on the left side of the arrow, these are known as your reactants. Everything that is on the right side of the arrow, these are known as the products. So this is the arrow right here, and sometimes in sciences, there's something that we write either underneath or below this arrow. This is just to show you that just because these reactants are combined, something is needed in order for the products to be formed. So in this sense, it just means that light is needed in this process. It will be absorbed by the chlorophyll. I want you guys to take note that photosynthesis takes place in two phases, the light dependent phase as well as the light independent phase. Light dependent, you guys have done in English, you know that dependent means that in order for it to occur, it needs something. But light independent, it can occur in the absence of whatever. And then by now, you have to be familiar with a chloroplast. In order to explain this chloroplast, we will be talking about the granum. So the granum is just a stack of thylakoids, and then you're going to be talking about a stroma. Please note that this chloroplast is not a direct representation. It's just to try and explain to you guys so that you have a better understanding. Light dependent takes place in the granum, independent takes place in the stroma. Also, please take note that I have color-coded the reactants according to which phase of photosynthesis they'll be used. I've also color-coded the products according to the phase in which they'll be produced. So, light energy from the sun is absorbed into the thylakoids. But first, water, the plant absorbs it from the roots. I have not written this water within the thylakoids because there's not enough space. Radiant energy from the sun is absorbed, or light energy from the sun is absorbed into the thylakoids. This radiant energy is going to split water. So it is going to split this water into oxygen as well as hydrogen ions. This radiant energy will also aid in the production of ATP. This oxygen was produced as a byproduct and it will be released into the atmosphere. These are the gut cells that you guys must know by now from previous lessons or the previous grades. The oxygen that you breathe in will be released into the atmosphere as a byproduct. What do we mean by byproduct? Photosynthesis takes place to form glucose, but then it also forms this oxygen. So that's what we mean by when we are saying byproduct. And then, as you guys can see that this hydrogen and ATP have now changed color to red. What does this mean? It means they will now be used within the independent phase. Carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, as well as this hydrogen ions, will be combined in the presence or using this ATP, and then it will produce this glucose. Dependent phase, it needs light. Light independent phase does not need light. And then, in order for you guys to also try and remember this chemical equation, you can remember this phrase: photosynthesis is very generous with sixes. Every molecule gets a 6 except for glucose. Thank you guys so much for watching.